Welcome back to another episode of NFT Catcher Podcast. We'd like to remind everybody that nothing on the show is meant as financial advice, and to please do your own research. Thank you, and enjoy the show.
Now the subject is NFTs.
They're known as non-fungible tokens, or NFTs.
NFTs are exploding in popularity.
This is a technology that will forever change the way people interact.
So it is happening whether you understand it and like it or not.
This phenomenon is moving. The digital.
You have now joined Jenny from the blockchain and Michael Keene on the NFT Catcher Podcast.
What's up, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the NFT Catcher Podcast with me, Jenny from the blockchain, and my co-host, Michael Keene. Today's Sunday recap is me and Michael just talking about what has happened in the past week in the NFT space. Actually, on Wednesday, it was International NFT Day, so let's kind of claim this our International NFT Week episode, I guess. So yeah, happy International NFT Day, everybody. If you didn't celebrate, it was on September 20th. Michael, how's your week been?
It's been good. It's been good. The weekend, it's a long weekend here in South Florida. We have off from school tomorrow. Today's Sunday night.
Hey.
So I've been with the kids. We were swimming, doing all kinds of stuff. Tomorrow's the beach. So
nice.
Yeah, it's been a family weekend. Yeah, go ahead.
I thought about you today earlier when I was stretching. Oh. I was stretching and I was like, I remember
thought about yoga.
Yeah, because you're always talking about hot yoga, and I'm like, I wonder what stretching would be like in the burning sauna. Like, yeah.
It's even better. It's even better. You could stretch so much more. You're sweating.
Really? You stretch more? Or you're more flexible?
You're more flexible in the heat. Yep. It loosens up your muscles. Yep. I'm on a streak now, literally 6 weeks from when we got back from our vacation at the beginning of August. I am 6 weeks every single day. I've been in there.
Every single day.
Single day.
Wow, that is amazing. Because so I was reading. I like to lay out by the pool and read, and I was reading The Compound Effect, which is like the book I'm currently reading, and it was talking about building habits. So it was saying, like, first of all, it takes 3 weeks to kind of develop a habit to where it feels a little more routine, but then it was talking about how hard it is to break a habit. But anyways, habits are hard, but you kind of are supposed to start out like small steps and work your way up to stuff. But what kind of motivated you to just like go all in and start doing hot yoga like every single day?
Well, I'll tell you what motivated me, honestly. Well, we were at VCon. It was awesome. Had so much fun. All our friends, hanging out and partying. But I was like bigger than I've ever been. My clothes didn't feel great. They weren't fitting great and everything. And I was drinking soda, and I just didn't want to do that. And that was a lot of the motivation. When I came home from that, I was just like, I need to at least start losing weight. Then it just started going really well. And then I just got really into it. And here I am now.
So did you start with the hot yoga and then naturally you started wanting to eat healthier, or like?
Well, I stopped drinking soda right away. That's like when I came home from VCon, I just stopped drinking soda because I know that's my worst thing.
Okay, yeah.
And I've done yoga in the past. So I went back to yoga, which and it was nice. And you start getting better every day. You get a little better. Now I'm like, I look around the class and my poses are like better than most people in there a lot.
Oh, shoot. You're like a gymnast over there.
I mean, I'm not quite, but like eventually I'd like to, keep going and going. I know I'm going to get better and better if I can really stick with it.
That's amazing. Yeah, I love that for you. That's incredible. Great. And there's no better time than now, right? It's like the past is the past. A lot of people have bad habits, but you just got to focus on what you can.
Right. You are where you are right now. You can't help that no matter what you do or think. So wherever you are right at this moment, there was a lot of people at VCon that were motivated. That guy that was on the stage right before you, Rocket. I mean, he did. He lost more weight than I lost. You know what I mean? And like, I was like, damn, that guy just go do it. And if you just do it every day and just keep going and going and going.
And you feel good too. Like, the healthier you are, the better you feel. Like, it's honestly like amazing. Like, it's definitely an unlock. It's a
Right.
level up.
Yeah. And like swimming with my kids today, I mentioned swimming with my kids. We went for like an hour. I was like climbing in and out of the pool, chasing them. We were jumping everywhere. Like,
Hey,
so, and I really probably couldn't have done that for so long before.
that's awesome. I'm sure your kids are
Yeah.
like pumped about
Yeah,
that.
they are for sure. Yeah. They think it's funny.
All right. Well, we'll get into NFTs here.
Yeah. Let's get into some NFT stuff.
We do got a lot of topics today.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of stuff to go over. So, Machi's proposal passed. It kind of seemed like it would.
Yeah.
It's 16 million ape tokens in favor. 4.1 million of those were his.
Oh,
And-
wow. Okay.
Yeah. And there were 8.6 million voted against. So even without his, it was going to pass. But he got it to go through. So whatever. There's going to be this new token, the damn token. People are going to be trying to buy it. It's probably going to go up at first.
Mhm.
Right. And who's going to control it all? He doesn't have any, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. His people have some for sure.
Right. I'm sure he's got nothing to do with it anyway. He's just complete philanthropy for this.
No, that dude knows what he's doing for sure.
This is
as far as
complete philanthropy is all he's doing here.
he's just a nice guy.
Yeah.
Trying to help people out.
Yeah. Come on, everybody. How could there be 8 million voted against it? That's
I mean,
so
shit,
rude.
if there is a bunch of, if this, he does end up putting a bunch of NFTs in museums, like, I would love to see that. Like, that would be cool to see.
Sure. That would be cool.
And yeah, I don't know what museums that would be at, but if that starts happening, like, I mean, I go to museums a lot, and not a lot, but I like to try to go when I visit somewhere new. And obviously you really only see physical art. You don't really see digital. Like, I never see digital. So I don't know how that would work with an NFT art. Like, would it be digital, or would it be, I guess it would have to be digital.
It would be digital, I'm pretty sure. Have
yeah.
you seen Rafik Anadol, who we spoke about a few weeks ago, who does the AI and NFTs? He has Rafik, I think it's at MoMA. Let me look. He has a huge display.
Oh, Jasmine was talking about MoMA.
The Modern Museum of Art in New York.
Yeah.
It's called Unsupervised, and it's like this huge moving AI, like beautiful thing. It's digital.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So I mean, digital art will be there, but you could Machi could have brought together 6 people with beautiful apes and accomplished the same thing, just lending their apes to museums. Right?
Apes?
Yeah, or whatever, apes and.
I don't really want
couple
to see
punk-
apes in museums. I want to see
Well, that's
some.
what he's gonna have. He's doing all. It's like more than half Yuga assets.
Oh,
And then
right.
like
Obviously, I guess
Fidenzas
that would make the most sense that it is
Yeah.
you guys.
It's going to be more than half Yuga assets. It's
Okay.
not going to be like beautiful. But I mean,
Well, that's
there'll be
not
some
like
stuff.
super cool art, but whatever.
It's weird. But it passed. We'll see. I mean, I guess it's a drop in the bucket to the DAO. I just what could you do with $11 million? You could, I don't know. I haven't really thought about it, but you could do a lot with $11
Yeah, we
million.
talked about this last week. You were saying, because I asked, what would you do with 11 million? You
Right.
said you would
what did I
adopt
say?
a bunch of kids or something, or like foster.
Oh, didn't you say if I had to spend a bunch of money on, if it was like one thing, I had
only
to spend
one
some-
thing, yeah.
right? It would be helping the kids that are in the foster system. Yeah, exactly. Yep.
So when you're a foster parent, do you, because you only get the kid for like a short period of time,
Well,
right?
here's how it works. When you go, so you basically give like what you're kind of looking for. They want to know ages, sibling groups, the amount of kids, and everyone's looking for something different. Some people are looking for long-term. Some people are looking for foster to adopt. And then you put all your parameters in, what you're looking for. But it's not like Amazon where it's like you can pick off the shelves. It's whatever horrible situation happens to come across. And if you're next in line, they'll ask you if you're willing to take the child. And literally, I say, if we went through it a lot, it's kind of like baby roulette. when you're going there and you're picking up a kid, you don't know if that kid's coming to your house for 24 hours, for 6 months, or for 18 years. Literally.
What? Wait, you don't know that? I thought that
Nope.
you could give a preference for time.
Now, you can, but every situation is so different. And if you get a kid in your house, I only wanted to do for 1 year, you're not going to, most people are not going to like send a kid somewhere else, but that does happen. There are families that want to foster and not adopt. And there are kids that sadly have to move from house to house. There are bad situations because foster parents get paid. So it's an amazing, there's amazing people that do it but there's also have been horrible situations with it because there is money to be made and people foster kids and they, like that. It's just, that can get messy sometimes. And, there's been problems, other kinds of problems, but it's a really, really horrible situation for everybody, for the kids, for the parents. A lot of times it's big sibling groups. There might be groups of 6 or 7 all spread out between like ages 1 and 15. And it's not right to separate them, you like, cause they want to be together and they care about each other and they take care of each other.
Right.
It's really rough, and to see it can be real heartbreaking.
That's interesting. Yeah. Cause I always thought it would be kind of cool to like be a foster parent for like, but I was kind of thinking it'd be cool to do the thing where you're kind of like, oh, it's kind of messed up if you're only like take them in for like a year and then they have to go somewhere else. Cause I don't know, like otherwise they're just going to be in the foster care anyway.
So like there's also teens that have a hard time getting placed in their group homes.
Right.
There's a lot of that. But they also come with issues of their own a lot of times. Some are amazing, but they grew up in a really hard life. Like and the kids, no matter what the parents do or have done, they're in prison, whatever. The kids always idolize the parents.
Yeah,
that's what they tell us, and we definitely see that. It's pretty wild. We're lucky enough to have good relationships with all 3 of the birth mothers for our kids, which is really cool.
Oh, that's good.
They're all nice and they all love love them. And it's a nice setup.
Do they like see them and everything?
Yeah. Yeah. We get together.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. We get together. One's over in Tampa that we drive over there once or twice a year. We have and a couple other local.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nice.
That's great. Yeah, I feel like it'd be, I don't know, cool to kind of be able to have a positive impact, even if it was just for a short period of time. Because I remember when my aunt did that and I was living with her and she took in like a teenager that was like about to turn 18. So obviously then she was about to be an adult. And, she was obviously really like troubled and everything, but it was like, it was cool, like to just be able to like kind of spend some time with her and, she had a rough life, but be able to like have fun and like do fun things and like just like do positive, fun stuff.
Sure that other things are possible. Give her a glimpse into, a different possibility way to live. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
That's all. Yeah, definitely. There's a lot of that. There's a lot of opportunity for that for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, let's keep going.
Oh, sorry. I'm just like, damn, we're really making this not an NFT pod today.
No, it's interesting stuff. That's cool. I don't mind getting a little personal like that and talking because it's really it was an interesting journey. Yeah, and there needs to be light shined on it too. People should think about, it's anybody that would think about fostering. It's not that difficult to get certified as long as obviously you can pass like the FBI background checks and all. And
oh shit, they do background check and everything.
Oh yeah, of course.
What if you have a criminal record?
Well, then you're probably not going to be doing it.
Damn, right.
Sorry, Jenny. So was that tax evasion? The SEC came after you.
But if you've just been arrested but you haven't been to jail, does that F things up?
Probably depends.
Asking for a friend.
Yeah. Was it like a misdemeanor on your record?
Yeah, misdemeanor.
Yeah,
I think it
misdemeanor.
ended up getting removed. It was so long ago, but
Public intoxication or something.
I cannot speak on
No.
it.
Okay.
But yeah, just regrets,
Yeah. Stealing makeup from Sephora.
No, I've actually never.
No.
I've never been into shoplifting. I know that's a kind of popular
Okay.
thing amongst young people. I've never been
Is
into
it?
that.
It's a
yeah,
popular thing
yeah,
amongst-
like
Well, I know,
on TikTok
like-
and stuff. Like people will like
Right.
brag about like shoplifting, like young,
What?
yeah, young kids and stuff. Like it's the thrill of like getting away with doing something and getting something for free without having to pay. I don't know, but
Oh my god, that's amazing. Well, I know there's like stores in the major cities are closing, like big giant stores because people are stealing stuff from them.
right, yeah, in like sketch locations, and then there's like, oh,
Yeah,
closing down this Walmart now.
yeah, pretty much. All right, let's see. So I looked into. Well, I didn't look into, but Ollie, our old friend Neo, used to be the artist formerly known as Neosporin.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. So he messaged me with this nice tweet talking about what D market is on the Mythos chain that keeps coming up. That was number one last week in the sales volume. And it's this game. Have you ever heard of Counter-Strike Global Offensive, CSGO?
yes, actually, I've heard of it.
It's the marketplace for their skins and weapons
Okay.
and stuff.
Got it.
So I tried to download it and log in, but it wasn't the capture wasn't working for me. I was doing that this afternoon just to see if I could like play a little bit and see what was up. But that's what it is. So Counter-Strike Global Offensive. I mean, we always talk about Web3 gaming. That seems to be doing pretty well at the moment.
I've definitely heard of CS:GO. I didn't know that was where you could go to like sell skins and stuff, CS:GO
Yeah,
skins
same.
and whatnot.
Yeah.
No wonder it's topping the charts.
I know. So that's
That
cool.
kind of
We keep-
means gaming is
No.
that kind of means
Yep.
that gaming is like taking over Web3 a bit, right?
Sure. I mean, like gaming, and do you consider like DraftKings Rainmakers gaming? Because like that's where the volume is these days. And, like so rare. DraftKings, CS:GO. There's not a ton on Ethereum, of course, because of the gas and everything. But the high volume stuff. I don't know if I'd say gaming's taking over Web3, but I
Or
think
making
it's
a bit of an impact.
I think it's coming and coming. Did you hear about what are these guys called? The Pirate let me find this real quick. PirateNation, Proof of Play. They got funded $33 million. Have you heard about
when did this happen?
Just recently. So let me Google pull up the article.
33 million recently?
Yeah, like
something in
like
Web3?
Like a week ago. Proof
In
of
Web
Play,
it's in
33.
Web3?
Yeah, let's see.
What
Proof
the-
of Play, a Web3 gaming startup led by Farmville's co-creator Amit Mahajan.
Farmville? Yo, I remember that
let's
from
go.
that Facebook like farm game where you had to take care of the animals and all this stuff. That's hilarious.
Oh, and listen to this. This is good. I'm glad we're doing this because I think the thing's running out. So Proof of Play, led by Farmville's co-creator Mahajan, who we could try and get on. He was on Coffee with Captain. Announced this week the company successfully secured $33 million in funding to begin developing new games that veer away from the play-to-earn gaming infrastructure. They're calling it Proof of Play, and their first game is that PirateNation. And I think that there is a free open edition happening right now. Let me look this up. There is a open edition happening that we should try and get
Oh.
because it's free.
Oh.
Yep. That wasn't even on my list, PirateNation, but since we started talking about Web3 gaming, and they are, that's a huge raise in this day and age. When was the last time someone raised that much?
Yeah, I don't think maybe Doodles or something. I don't know.
I know. We were talking about Machi raising a lot. Whew.
But that's only 11 million. This
You're right,
is 33.
Doodles, yeah. Right. This is 33 for PirateNation for Proof of Play. So check that out. That's pretty cool. They're doing cool stuff. Next up, Nakamigos. I could jump out a window on this one.
Oh, snap-a-doodle do.
Oh
Okay.
my god! So there was that 3-hour mint window where you could get one free for each, and
The
I knew
Cloaks.
it was coming that day, but I didn't set any reminders on my phone, and I just got busy. And then I went and I was out picking up food for dinner, and I was getting ready to cook, and I picked up my kids from school, and I just missed the stinking mint window. And I would have had 6 free ones, and the floor's 0.11 at this point.
Damn.
But I would have sold them probably a little. I know. So I rage sold 3 of my Nakamigos, so I only have 3 left.
I rage sold 3 of my Nakamigos.
Yeah.
Damn, that sucks. I mean, when you
it's my
freaking
own
miss something.
fault. Like, I don't blame anybody. It's totally my fault.
Yeah.
A 3-hour, it's kind of like people complain about the 3-hour window. I'm not going to complain about that. Like, I will take full responsibility. I knew about it. I should have had better reminders set. I know that I'm too much of a stoner to remember every little thing.
Hey, you win some, you lose some,
Yeah.
Can't win everything every time. So
Totally. And I just blame myself, so I'll blame. It is what it is. But they're doing pretty well. Like, it's pretty funny that the Nakamigos is 0.2 and the Cloaks are 0.11. So like, you wouldn't tend to think that it's such a high percentage, but there's more to these. And I think there's commercial rights, and I think there's like, each of them has different powers, or they're like working towards some kind of game. Like, they could, like, what if they come out like, we're Fortnite or whatever, you know what I mean? Like something like that.
I love the optimism.
Right. But now I only have 3 left. I definitely rage sold 3 of them. Yeah. I was like, fuck this project.
Yeah,
I was like,
the
only reason I didn't sell all 6 is because as soon as I do, I know they're going to 10 ETH or something. The second I'm out, they're gonna blow. So,
well, you gotta just keep 1 at least. But 2 is good because then you can sell if you're.
I have 3. Yeah,
that's
I have
good.
3 for the moment. We'll see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't buy any of the Cloaks. I'm fading the Cloaks heavy.
Yeah, you're mad about them now, so you're not gonna buy any.
Yeah. Yeah, ugly ass Cloaks. I don't even want one
Screw
anyway.
those Cloaks.
I know. I probably would have hit like the most rare one. What a nightmare. What a nightmare. You brought up Clubhouse before the show. So one of my oldest buddies from Clubhouse, Aaron Haber. Did you ever hear me mention him before? I might have talked about his comedy. He started a comedy metaverse below board. It's like a comedy club under the Board Ape Yacht Club. He's an ape.
That's
so Aaron
cool.
Haber. Aaron Haber. He's like a comedian. He's been a comedian for a long time. Ran a real life comedy club. He's been like in the comedy scene. I used to host Clubhouse rooms. Good buddy. We were actually chatting the other day. But he has his project Below Board. They came out like a year ago, minted. I think they minted like 1,000 of them or 2,000 of them or something. And he has this metaverse built where it's token gated. It's the Monaverse, Mona, their metaverse.
Mona?
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I don't think I know that.
I didn't know it until his project, but it's cool. It's cool.
Okay.
It's like a really nice, big, huge space with all kinds of rooms and artwork and things to do. And they are hosting this week, the 27th, 28th, and 29th, a 3-night stand-up comedy event for Apes and Mutants only. He's airdropping tickets to everyone who wants one. It's working with token proof, and it's supported by the Ape Council. So it's the first ever. He said at the very least, I'm going to be a trivia question because I'm the first ever. Let me see how he put it. The first ever metaverse event to get a grant from the AYC Council.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I don't know who the acts are or anything like that, but yeah, it should be a good time. And I got a ticket. He's going to airdrop me a ticket. I'm going to come in, but you have to be an Ape or a mutant. I'm sure.
So I'm not invited. Wow.
I'm sure 100%. Do you want a ticket, Jenny? I will.
Oh, it's fine. Wait, it's IRL, something in real life?
No. It's
the metaverse thing?
It's in his metaverse.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So it's like comedy club. But like you could also, depending on how close to the stage you are, he was talking about this, like the comedian can hear you and you can laugh and things like that.
What?
Yeah. It's like spatial, where if you go far away, they can't hear you. You can go to other rooms and hang out.
So
with
you have to
people,
have
talk
your
to
mic
them.
on. That's so interesting.
You don't have to. I mean, you can mute your mic. Yeah.
It's actually really cool.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. He's doing some cool stuff. Aaron's a good dude. He's building for the right. He's one of those guys that's building. And he's doing something really cool and he's keeping it going. And like even doing something like this is neat. Hopefully get some eyes on it. I know
you should invite him on the pod.
I will invite him on the pod. That's a good idea. Yep, 100%. Aaron's he's a good conversationalist. We'll have good stuff to talk about.
Okay.
That's a good idea.
Sweet.
Yeah, totally. Aaron has done all kinds of stuff. All right. I love it. I'm going to invite him. He'll listen. He's going to be listening to this because I told him I was going to bring
Is
up.
he? Oh, shoot.
Yeah,
Let's go.
I hope so. I told him I was going to bring up the project. So maybe he will. Maybe he won't. We'll see. We'll see.
Shout out.
Aaron's an old friend. We're going to try. We're going to try and do that. All right. That's called Board Silly, by the way. The event. His project is Below Board. The event is called Board Silly.
Okay.
BORAD, of course. Yeah. So everyone check it out. All right. MLB.ETH sold for only half an ETH with 13 months left on the registration. That seems so low. I don't know what happened there, but
yeah. I mean, you know what that reminds me though is that
they go
this
wash.
is actually
Yeah,
no. I was just gonna say this is a good reminder that if you have an ENS name registered,
you need to look to get it.
Yeah, make sure if because for me, mine's just registered for 5 years, but I'm still always conscious of that because if it expires, the registration expires, it goes back on the market and somebody else can freaking register your ENS. So
and there's bots watching. There's bots watching.
Totally. Yeah. So make sure you extend it. I mean, you could even extend it while, it doesn't have to be up. The time is up for you to, you could just continue to extend it. And I mean, I don't think it's all that much gas. But obviously the longer you extend it, the more money it costs, but it's not like a crazy amount. It's decently affordable. I think it's I don't know. It's probably like $20 for 5 years. I want to say, I can't say for sure, but yeah, so just keep that in mind, folks. Cause I know a lot of people 2 years ago were really into, the ENS names. And so I just want to remind people about that. When I saw your topic note, I was
yep.
That's good.
That's a really good point. The prices vary. If it's a shorter one, they get very expensive. Ollie.ETH was telling me he's probably going to let his expire because it's 0.2 ETH a year to register it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
Interesting.
Yeah. You're lucky you have a long one.
Yeah,
Me
Jenny
too.
from the blockchain
Me
is
too.
the freaking longest name ever.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Did you see the Utes rebrand?
The Utes rebrand? I did not.
Yeah, rebranded with these different colors and different fonts, and there's a new thing. I don't know what they're, it's just a rebrand, and they're calling it that. I guess we're in the rebrand meta. You've heard that? Everybody's rebranding.
Yeah.
NFT got on.
NFT got. I think he kind of started that. Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. And now, I'm seeing these Twitter rooms, and it's just people talking to each other about how to get engagement on Twitter. I'm just I don't know about that.
Right, because it's so there's always going to be the people that are following that are chasing the algorithm and trying to really maximize engagement, and they're really looking at Twitter as a business in a way where and then there's the people that are I just want to have fun and I just want to interact with my friends and I just want it to be more chill and I don't want it to be so serious. So it's and I feel those two types of people are always conflicting, and I totally understand both sides of it because I've been on the when I was a TikToker for a living, I was on that side of things, the business side of it, where it's okay, if that's how you're making a living, you're totally looking at it like that. But now I feel I'm more on for Twitter, I definitely am on the fun side of it. I don't really care, if people see my tweets or whatever, trying to engagement bait or whatever it is. But I understand that. I totally understand that. And yeah, if you're really trying to maximize engagement, you do kind of have to be a bit of a slave to the algorithm. It sucks, but
yeah, my Twitter is so dead. I literally get I eat pork buns and Glitched, who's actually a local buddy of mine who I see around town. Those are the two people that they must have notifications on for me because they're the two people that like my tweets. Every now and then I'll get 15 or 20 likes, and that'll be huge for one of my tweets.
Oh, it's funny because I kind of
it's-
don't see your tweets. I guess I need to start engaging with you, but Andy's, I always see Andy's tweets. Like I'm like, I think I'm
nice.
Andy's #1 fan. Like I always like his tweets.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
So anyway, our producer Andy, that's who I'm talking about here, folks.
Yes.
But yeah, and he's not like super popular or anything, so I'm just like there. I'm like the first like
How dare you say?
Nah, it's funny. I don't know. I always see his stuff.
My Twitter, it's embarrassing. Like I don't even know why I post anymore. I just
It's
have
not
to be
embarrassing.
on here just
It's
I mean,
fine.
it's not embarrassing. No, I mean, I don't really care. But like, it's just like, it's just they just there's so much out there. It's just not picking me up. But I'm still meeting people. I was added to a message group called the Wag Me Cabal TM. It's trademarked, so it says.
The Wag Me Cabal. That's sus.
Yeah.
Why would you want to be added to a cabal? That
I don't
just
know.
sounds sus.
It's a bunch of Opepin people. I don't know why I was added. There's like 200 Opepin people. I don't even know what they're talking about. They're talking a lot. So,
Oh, I see.
but I was just joking. I don't mean like.
Sometimes you just randomly get added to groups and you're like, what the heck? Like, I kind of hate when people do that, like without
That is
asking
what
your
happened
permission.
here. I know.
Yeah,
'Cause
and
then
it's
if
like,
right, go
it
ahead.
shows when you leave. It's like Jennifer Pseudo left. And it's
That
like,
was exactly what
okay,
I was
like-
gonna say. It shows. It doesn't need to show when you leave. Right.
Yeah, I've been in groups way too long, like for fear of like leaving. But recently, I've just been like, fuck it, and I've like left some groups, and now I'm like, I don't even
Yeah.
care. Like, I just don't want this to always be because when
They're
you're in a
always at the
big group,
top, yeah,
oh,
yeah.
always, and then there's so many messages, and I don't have notifications on or anything, but it's like whenever
Right.
I go on Twitter, it's like, oh, it's always there, and I'm like, I don't even care about this group. Why is it always
I
popping
know.
up for
I
me?
have a couple like that. Not the one I'm in with you. If you're listening.
I know. I'm only in a few now, which I like. I'm in some Doodles ones, which are cool.
Yeah.
But and I don't chat much. I'm not a huge chatter. Like I'm more of like a silent behind the scenes reader that just reads and then that's it. Like, but yeah, I'm a lurker, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, it's how you kind of keep up on what's going on, and when you know things are breaking. Just being on Twitter and in our space, at least.
Yeah, for sure.
We do have some bad news this week. Rolling Stone let us know that it's over. I think this might have to be our last episode.
Pack it up.
because
Let's go home, folks.
I know NFTs are dead. Their research tells them that 95% of all NFTs are basically worthless.
It's funny because everyone like outside of the NFT space is like, oh my God, I knew it, like blah, blah.
Right.
And, they're kind of shocked by that. And everyone in the NFT space is like, what else is new? Like, that's not news to us.
Not even right.
Yeah, we already know that.
Yeah.
Like, and also it's just interesting because it's just, of course, 95% are, worth less than, I don't know, 0.01. It only makes sense. That's like saying like, oh, 95% of YouTube content creators, don't make money. Like,
Exactly.
yeah, obviously focus on the winners. Like most people, and it's like average people are, not great. Like, so you can't be extraordinary. Like everyone's extraordinary. Like obviously it's only going to be the top %. So the same with NFT projects. Like, yes, the top 5% are the ones that are actually worth it. You just focus on those. Like, nobody's thinking about the ones that are worthless, but yeah.
And it's the same as most other collectibles. Baseball cards, 95% are worthless,
Totally.
So,
Probably freaking 99%.
It's clickbait.
baseball.
Rolling Stone did the job. Rolling Stone's turned into a horrible. It's a shame what's happened
Really?
to Rolling Stone. But,
Damn.
yeah, I think so. But they got what they bargained for. They got a lot of clicks, and everyone's talking about them.
Oh yeah, that's all it is. Like these news outlets, like they just post polarizing, extreme like things to like elicit reactions. That's all it is. Like they have to. Because everyone's so desensitized too. Like they're just like nothing shocks anybody anymore. Like you really have to be extreme for something to like catch your attention.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
and stuff comes and goes so fast. It's just like, it's hard to catch people's attention. The last time I heard about Rolling Stone is when they had Bored Apes on the cover.
Oh shoot! Wait, they have on the cover like of
Remember
their
that?
like physical
Yeah.
magazines.
They sold them and people have them. Bored Ape Rolling Stone cover.
I do remember when that was a popular magazine, like growing up, Rolling Stone magazine.
Oh yeah, I loved Rolling Stone.
Yeah.
It was a limited edition magazine, so I think Bored Apes were able to claim them.
Okay. Well, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do remember. That's funny because they were involved in NFTs and then they're like poking, jabbing.
I know. It's just whatever's.
But we'll show them when we get back in the bull run.
Right. And what we've been saying all along and pretty consistent, like blockchain, the technology is still crushing it, still moving along, still doing all kinds of really cool stuff. And the PFPs, all those crazy things that people were dropping like crazy, most of them are not worth anything. Like everything else, But it's all good. They can keep, there really is a horrible, horrible public perception of NFTs. Like that is definitely true.
I think it's similar to actually, honestly, I think crypto has a better reputation probably, but
more people, yeah, for sure. Crypto probably does have a better reputation than NFT.
Yeah.
Which is a shame. Oh my God.
But that's okay. Hey, we're early, folks. And you know what? Because I do think that in the beginning people hate and then they kind of come around to it, and then next thing you know, they're a fan. So I feel like anybody that's in this space right now, like toughing it out through the tough times and still here learning, building, like just being in the know, like you have such a competitive advantage over everybody else that is going to end up getting into NFTs, later in life when it's more widely adopted, So, I mean, of course, anyone who's here now, I feel like they have tough skin, to be honest. Like, I feel like, people are not phased when you say, oh, NFTs. It's funny because my boyfriend texted me that actually a screenshot of Rolling Stone saying NFTs are worth this. And I just laughed because I was like, that's hilarious. Like, yeah, that's funny to me. And I think everyone in the space is kind of just like, we're so unfazed.
Right. The NFT people have been saying NFTs are dead. There's a popular project called NFTs are dead,
Totally.
Kevin Rose created a bit of a stir when he changed his PFP away from Moonbirds, took Moonbirds out of his profile. He had to go do some interviews, change his PFP back, put them back in his Twitter, issued an apology. And, he likes to put his foot in his mouth in many different ways.
Yeah. It's an interesting predicament to be in as a founder. Like,
right.
People do want to see you representing the project that you have founded. Like they want to see that. Yep. And it does make people kind of sad, if you kind of change up on them. And I think people just have a bad taste in their mouth about Moonbirds with, Ryan Carson leaving and kind of just being this controversial figure and him being a big part of Moonbirds early on. And then Kevin Rose kind of really hyping up Moonbirds a lot in the beginning, but then, things just aren't working out very well right now. And it's like, I think people are just scrutinizing him because it's the easy thing to do. And it's like, well, why not just pick him apart? And if he had a really strong backbone, he'd be like, fuck you guys, I can do whatever I want. But he's kind of the type where he's like, and I think that's why people are like coming at him because they know that he would apologize and change. And so,
right. If it was Beanie and Beanie had a project and he wanted to change his PFP for 2 weeks, he'd be like, F you guys.
Yeah, and people wouldn't say anything because they would be like, well, we can't really move him.
Right, like Dave Portnoy, kind of, like, where he's just like, I'll do whatever I want. And
but it's like somebody that can, like, go back on their word, or, like, Farouk, I feel like it's kind of like that, where it's, they'll apologize. Then it's like, then people are like, they want that. They want.
That's funny. That's funny.
Want you to switch.
You're right. So Kevin Rose got himself a little hot water again. I didn't get too into it. I did hear a bit of his interview. He hopped off with Coffee and Captain. Talked a little bit. So let's get into AI a little bit. There's a couple cool things happening with AI. We haven't talked about that in a while. Is that okay?
Yeah, let's do it.
Cool. All right. So there's DALL-E 3 is about to come out, which is kind of like Midjourney. It's one of these text to image apps, but it's going to be their new version, which is amazing, supposedly, but it's also going to integrate into ChatGPT. So you can ask ChatGPT to create children's books, and it'll do it with images now and characters. And there's a video out there. You can find it. I wish I would have had the Twitter handle. I should have wrote it down, but showing somebody's using it already. They like were able to get access to it. And it's so cool. Like, and it's like storytelling with your children will never be the same. And all kinds of stuff. Like it's all the stuff we talked about 6-8 months ago. You know, it's like just starting to come little by little.
That is so cool. I think I did see a video about that. That's very exciting because it's like, it's that combination of like Midjourney and Chat GPT, I guess.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Bringing it together.
Yeah, that's great. That's so exciting.
So cool. I'm really excited to do that. Like I've been sitting just doing Midjourney with my kids at night, laying for bed. I still do that a lot with them. Hey, what do you guys want to see a picture of?
Oh my God. I love that.
Yeah. My daughter it was like a unicorn on top of a house, rainbow colors, and it like made this beautiful thing. And now you can zoom out and it like makes a bigger around. So like she'll do it, then we'll zoom out and it'll like add more things like trees and other animals. And it's really cool. And it's amazing. It's really fun to use.
That is such a good idea, like to do with your kids.
Yeah.
It's like
my son was having, he was having like trains crash into Lamborghinis and stuff. That was his. Yeah. Funny.
It's funny.
The funny stuff. We were having a good time though. Yeah, I love doing that with them, making stories and art. Pretty crazy.
Now I want to do that with my niece and nephews when I see them again.
Yes, totally. Let me know. I'll set you up. If you're not set up with Midjourney, I'll set you up.
Oh yeah. Oh, Midjourney.
Or whatever one you want to use.
Well, I'm hoping the new Chat GPT.
Oh, right. That's coming in October, so it should be coming pretty soon. They move pretty quick. It's just a plug-in, so you do have to pay the $20 a month to do that.
Right. Yeah. Which I only use the free one for now,
right.
But I would like to pay because I would like to get the
plugins.
I mean, I wouldn't like to pay, but it would be nice to get some extra.
And you can always cancel.
Yeah. True.
And the other AI thing I wanted to bring up, Suno AI is this company. They're a really cool company, but they have this thing called the Chirp bot in their Discord, where you can type in any type of genre, any lyrics, or you can have ChatGPT create the lyrics. And it makes songs for you, really cool songs. And you remember I sent you guys some that I was trying to create a jingle for Gas Wars. Do you want me to play the one I made?
Yeah.
It sounds good. Okay. The one that we liked.
The one that we liked. I don't think I liked
that one. Oh, you didn't like them?
I actually don't think I liked any of them.
Oh, you said they're hilarious, but they're horrible. Okay,
I said they're hilarious.
All right, let's see this one. Hopefully it comes through good. If not, maybe I'll get Andy has the audio. We can splice it, but let's see this go. I don't like the beginning, but watch when it kicks in. Wait, 1 second. After this gets sick right here. Watch. Here you go. It's heating up the airwaves. Jenny and Michael, 5 questions in space. 5 very speech, no time to hesitate. But casting the chronology ignites the debate. Gas balls, confrontations in the sound waves. Fast paced chaos as our brains. That's not good.
No comment. No, but the second part was better than the first part. I will give you that.
Yeah, there's Jenny and Michael that firing questions in spades. Oh man, I thought she was ripping it. That's fine. That's fine.
I thought she was ripping it. I mean, I'm down to just throw it in there.
No. Back to the drawing board. It's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
It's okay. So, and speaking of segments, that was our new jingle for the Gas Wars segment, which has obviously been nixed. We talked about doing a segment called Where Are They Now? And I think we're going to do our first one ever.
Whoa!
So we're going to go through our old guests one by one in order of when they came on. and talk about where they are now. And our first ever guest back in, it was either January or February of 2022, was Extreme Tom, who was one of the devs and co-founders of Cool Cats.
Yes, that's right.
Yep. So I reached out to Tom to get, in his own words, where he is now.
Oh,
But he does not follow me anymore.
Oh, okay.
And I know he probably purrs, he changed up a little bit, whatever. And he did not get back to me. Nobody likes to get back to me.
When they unfollow you, ooh.
I know. He's like, okay, that guy. So I tried to do my own research to see where he is. He did leave the Cool Cats about a year ago, and maybe even a little bit more. He was the dev. He did a lot of the smart contract stuff, and he seems to still really be into that. He's into all the on-chain stuff. He's dropped 2 projects, and both sold out, and I didn't go look at like floor prices and quantities. One of them is called Crypto Coasters, and it was the first 3D immersive virtual reality compatible NFT.
Oh.
So they claim. And the other one is called Baby Pepe's, which actually just dropped recently, and that also sold out. Everything's on chain. He says he put 20,000 animated GIFs on chain and saved 9 ETH for his crypto babies, for his baby Pepe's. I'm sorry. He's a dev, and he's at it, doing different things.
Okay, well, that's great that he's still grinding in the space.
Yeah, he's still in the space. Extreme Tom, not with the Cool Cats anymore, still has a Cool Cat PFP.
Yeah, but, well, you know, I feel like that was his baby for a long time. And speaking of Cool Cats.
There's no harm. Oh, yeah, go ahead, please.
Well, I was going to give a little alpha leak. We have someone from the Cool Cats, one of the Cool Cat founders, coming on Klon. He booked. So very soon, I don't know when the episode will come out. We haven't recorded it yet, but within the next few weeks, hopefully. I mean, I guess unless he cancels.
Yeah.
Hopefully he doesn't cancel, obviously. But yeah. Oh, so excited to get Klon on. Wow, there's like thunder over here. It's actually kind of crazy.
Yeah, that'll be really good with Klon. He's taking back over. He's taking back over a lead that he's doing. Obviously, he wants to get out there with some audio, so that's really cool. I'm excited to hear what he's got to say. And do you remember Andy and I in 2021 were in this like little ass room where Klob was doing all kinds of art? I'm going to ask him about that if he remembers that.
Ooh, okay.
Very well.
Yeah, I think we're going to have a lot of great topics with him because, I mean, Cool Cats, first of all, you'll have to talk about how you bought one on air. Like that was the first, on-air purchase ever and that we've done. And that was my biggest purchase ever too, when I bought my Cool Cat for 0.69. So, and I still have mine. So I think we have a lot to talk about.
We do. That'll be really cool. That'll be really cool. Yeah.
That'll be fun.
Does Andy still have his Cool Cat? I forget.
Maybe he'll say in the chat. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a good
I don't know
question.
Either. I can't believe you don't like that. You said they're hilarious. I thought you liked my songs.
I said they were hilarious.
You just broke my heart.
Because
Jenny.
I didn't want to tell you that, he doesn't have his Cool Cat anymore.
Damn.
But no, I appreciated the effort.
Haber,
but like,
okay, go ahead.
I was just kind of like, they don't sound the best.
They didn't hit the mark.
They didn't hit the mark.
No, I'm glad you're being honest. They didn't hit the mark. I thought when that lady came in on the verse, I thought she was like fire, but I guess not.
Maybe I didn't listen to the whole thing. I don't know. I might have to go back in and re-listen to it.
Oh, man. Dude, never mind. Don't even bother. FewoWorld, that meant, so there's going to be a snapshot tomorrow. Everybody that has Paint is going to get a free Fewo. I don't think they look that great.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fired.
What do you think?
I haven't seen them. I don't even know what it is, honestly. But
I mean, I don't know.
Okay, so you're not pumped about it, but you do have. Don't you have?
I have a Paint that has 3 quantity 3 in it, but I still rate it like I'm only gonna get one Fewo PFP. I might sell right before the snapshot tomorrow.
Oh, right. I guess
Yeah,
that
it's
makes
like it's like 0.3.
What'd you buy it at?
I forget what he sold them at. Honestly, I think they were. What did he sell those at? They weren't ultra cheap. I don't think he doesn't do anything cheap. You know, the retail of these is going to be. He's trying to sell at the end for 0.4 public sale.
Oh, wow!
And yeah, after he airdrops, he's airdropping a bunch.
Yeah. Well, so then you wouldn't consider keeping and getting the airdrop and trying to sell it for like, well, you don't think you can sell it for like 0.4?
I don't know. I don't know what's going to be like. It's just going to keep like, what's next after? I just don't know. Like these projects if there's not like it's just buying the art, which is totally cool. I don't have a problem with anybody selling their art as much as they can. But for me, I just don't know if I need to keep riding down this train with this. What am I, like the paint party's cool, but honestly, I was a holder and I tried to go to his paint party at Art Basel. There was a line around the block, couldn't get in, even as a holder. So like, yeah, just being honest. I'm not trying to,
Yeah. We're always honest on the show.
Yeah, just honest what I'm thinking about it. Like, I just don't know. Like I did have like that's Sugartown. I told you I bought 2. It doubled up. I sold one, so I had a free one. And then it was sitting at like 0.2. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna sell this one too, make the 0.2. I'm not gonna ride it down like everything else.
That's me. I basically write everything down.
Right. I used to never do that when I first got in. I was like flip.
Yeah.
And then it just like then when everything seemed like, because then for a while I was like, damn, I shouldn't have sold anything. Because like I had, you know what I mean? And then once I finally got into, when I got into that mood, then I should have sold everything. But
that's how it always is. That's like when, and that's the thing too for cycles. It's like you have to recognize when you're feeling euphoric versus when you're feeling like, you know, and it's like, oh, when you're feeling like, oh my God, it'll go higher. Like that's when you're supposed to sell. And then when you feel like, oh, this is just going to keep going to zero and whatever, that's when you're supposed to buy. So it's like counterintuitive, but I mean, you know, I don't know. That's kind of what you're supposed to do. But for me, I just buy and then I just hold forever and forget to sell or not forget. I don't know. I'm just a diamond hander, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah. All right. I think we got one more topic on the list.
What
NFT Day.
Oh, yes. How was that? I saw you. I was watching live when you were streaming with, I forget the gentleman's name.
I was on 3 different streams that day. So
okay.
Who was you were watching?
I popped on one. It was good. You were a star as always.
Nice. Yeah. So NFT Day, by the way, if you guys don't know, was started by Flow. And I think they started 2 years ago, International NFT Day, September 20th. And, you know, they kind of are just encouraging people to do stuff on that day. And, you know, I was out here representing Evaluate. And I was on 2 Twitter Spaces and 3 live streams. So it was a busy, fun day for me, though. And I also actually, I have a little something for our guests that are into Flow NFTs. I have a gift for everybody. Honor of International NFT Day and for making it all the way to the end of the pod. If you would like a mystery Flow NFT as a gift, head to evaluate.xyz, connect your Dapper wallet, and then search Jen, Jenn, and send me a message. And just say, hey, I was listening to the pod. I heard about the mystery gift. And I'll send you a free Flow NFT, a random one from different. Yeah, so that's what I was doing on NFT Day as well. And it was actually a lot of fun because for Evaluate, one thing I love is that you can like chat with people and like, it's just so fun. Like, it's like Discord, but I don't know. It's like a chat thing. And
Cool,
also
that's really cool. People should take advantage of that.
So yeah,
Clean her-
totally. If you want
clean
to
her out, clean her out. You gotta
clean
put
it
a
out. I know,
limit.
like, shit,
Yeah.
no limit. But I guess I mean, I can always just buy more.
Bought it up, folks. Someone bought it up with like 1,000 different like.
Well,
fake
you have to
accounts.
have a Dapper wallet. I guess you could just make a bunch of Dapper wallets.
Yes.
Okay. Please, somebody do not do that. Let's keep the one per person policy. Based off of honesty. But obviously, if things get out of hand, like I might just have to cut it. So hopefully, nobody just like completely tries to ransack me. But yeah, it's always fun, and you can chat with me on there. So yeah, Jen,
That's really
JENN on Evaluate.
Nice.
So yeah, there we go.
Amazing. So let's do Crypto Slam NFT rankings by sales volume.
Okay, let's do it.
Cool. Over the last 7 days, number 1, DraftKings Rainmakers on Polygon, 6.9 million.
Wow.
172,000 transactions. Pretty impressive. Polygon. They are 2/3 of the volume on Polygon. So Polygon does 9.5 million. And DraftKings was 6.9 of it, up 36% from the prior week. Number 2 is D-Market Mythos, which we talked about is CSGO mostly, which is why that is doing so well. Just about the same, 6.7 million. Number 3 is Gods Unchained, Immutable X. So the first Ethereum is so rare, and that's another kind of gaming. It's gamified. The first 4 are gamified, NFT protocols projects, basically. Which is really interesting. Lots of volume. Number 5 is BRC20s. So $2.5 million there on Bitcoin NFTs. Number 6 is something new. This is Reavers on Solana, which I have no idea what it is.
Solana. Go Solana. Okay.
Yeah, go Solana. Solana's got 7.9 million in volume, Polygon 9.5, Ethereum 36 over the last 7 days. That's the blockchain. Yep. So
yeah, you don't often see
Reavers.
Solana on the top charts.
Yeah, you don't. We haven't in a long time since like
D-Gods.
What was that? What was the D-God? Right, D-Gods. And then before that, remember OK Bears?
Oh yeah. Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Number 7, Bored Ape Yacht Club. Number 8, Nakamigos Cloaks, my favorite project. Number 9 is CryptoPunks, and they're having their meetup at People Studios next weekend. You know about that?
Yeah, you've talked about it.
Yeah, that's gonna be sick. It's South Carolina. Number 10 is Mutants. Number 12 happens to be Pudgies, which is cool.
Nice.
Yep. And there we go for the top 10 NFT collection rankings by sales volume over the last 7 days. Pretty interesting stuff to check out the stats.
There we have it, folks.
Yeah.
Woo!
Good one.
All right. Well, yeah. Thank you all for tuning in to our NFT week episode, I guess. But yeah, thank you guys, and we will catch you in the next one. Peace.
Thank you for tuning in to the NFT Catcher Podcast. We hope you enjoyed today's episode and learned something new about the exciting world of NFTs. If you enjoyed today's episode, please take a moment to subscribe to our podcast on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your podcasts. And if you really love what you're hearing, please leave us a rating and review on your favorite platform. If you want to stay up to date with the latest news and insights from the NFT space, be sure to follow us on all the socials at NFT Catcher Pod. You can follow Jennifer at Jennifer_pseudo and Michael at NFTicket. I'm your producer, Andy, and I'm at AJC254. Our theme song's by It's Just Los. We always appreciate your feedback and support, which helps us reach more people and bring you informative and engaging content about NFTs. We look forward to bringing you more great NFT content in future episodes. Thanks for listening. Peace.